Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy Tireless Golem, and today we're going to be flaring up our Dondozo, so let's go ahead and get started with that. We're going to try playing Dondozo in a deck with Suicune and a couple of other fishies. So we're going to see how this goes. Excuse me. Just still a little bit like recovering from the sickness. I know I've been saying that I've been sick for like weeks now, but it's true. I'm like getting better though. So Dondozo is a very interesting card. It is shiny, it is basic. So the other option is Lapras, which might be interesting too, but this one does like way more damage actually. And it does require 4 energy, but I think it's still pretty much. I think it's worth it trying out at least. Other options for basics were Pyukumuku, Lapras, like I mentioned before. But let's go ahead and see. I think there's another card that I need to flare up as well. Oh, I remember what it was. I need to flare up the the fishing net. So let's do that. Let's give this thing a flare. It's gonna take us a while to get there, but we got 40 copies of it. So we're gonna do this really fast. This is gonna take like no time at all. If you just have to touch the screen and it skips all the animations. And then the last one is the bubbly one, which we're going to get 2 of. Yeah, I'd say this is an interesting card. It's probably worth it if you're going to be playing, like, you know, a water deck. So now that we have that flared out, let's go ahead and flare up. There's one other card that I do want to flare, and that is... let me see. I got to clear this. It is... Where is it? It's Palkia, but it's not the regular Palkia. It's the one that's like the weird one. That's the best way for me to describe it. It's the weird one. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so we're going to flare this one up too. It's going to take us a while, but I think we'll get there in time. Is this going to be kind of like a coin flippy style deck, but we're not going to be playing with Will. I think Will is interesting, but I don't know if I would want to play with Will like as a central part of this deck. So let's see here. Okay, so we're going to be playing with this one. And then we're going to do another one of these. I just usually get the most expensive one. All right. Excuse me. We're going to go ahead and get into a game here. Let's just... how do I get back to the decks? It's annoying. Okay. So here's the deck. Competitive H2O. We're going to start flaring some of these bad boys. All right, and then let's just flare out the Suicune. I'm gonna just stick to the immersive Suicune. I think that the immersive Suicune that looks fine to me. Let's do this one, and then let's do Mantike. And then we're gonna flare up the fishing net. And then the Professor's Research, of course. And that's it. Let's go ahead and put this into a game. So this is Suicune as our only EX, really, with like a bunch of basics that only cost 1 star if we lose them. I think it might be an interesting deck to try out with Irida, Misty to ramp out. And Cyrus is really good because you've got a couple of cards here. Well, actually, I was going to say Articuno used to be in this deck. But Dondozo is good because it lets you deal damage to your opponent's bench Pokemon, which you can then use to Cyrus out. So that's why we run 2 copies of Cyrus. All right, let's go ahead and get started and see if this will do any good in a game. I was playing the Miltank deck earlier, which is a lot of fun, but I think we've had enough fun with that one. We're gonna try something different here. Let's go ahead and just do a trade, and let's go ahead and get into a game here. All right. Oh no, no, no! I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I was gonna say that would have been really bad if we had featured an entire deck and then just didn't play with it. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still just like having sniffles, and I woke up today with like, I woke up a little sicker than I was before. It was really weird. All right. Well, let's put Suicune out in front. I think that would be great for us because we want to be able to draw a card every turn. It's probably better than having Origin form Palkia. Ooh, Entei versus Suicune. This is going to be interesting. Entei is also very good, by the way. All right. Well, let's go ahead and use Professor's Research now that we have two of them. And we're going to want to Pokeball here. And let's see here. What else do we want to do? So we could try to. Honestly, I think we just what does this thing do again? I think we just chill. I think we just chill because we don't have anything to do here. What I'd like to have is like a Misty, but I know that might be tough. I'd like to draw a Misty if that's possible, but like, how come we haven't drawn a Misty yet? We've already seen half our deck. All right, well, there's Moltres. So they got the same idea we had, where we just play with like the EXs basically. Oh goodness, we're not gonna get Misty yet. Where is Misty? That's crazy. Where is Misty? This is wild. Where is she? I guess we can bench those two. I mean, I'm so surprised. We are at 7 cards now and we haven't seen Misty at all. Okay, I was gonna say like the last 7 cards is where 2 of my Misties are, so we might see another Misty at some point. I think I'm gonna put Misty on Dondozo though, and then probably bench another Pokemon. Probably gonna be Origin form Palkia or Suicune or something. I don't know. But we're gonna be doing okay here, I think. They're gonna want to retreat, and they're gonna want to use Moltres to put energy on Entei, which is actually a very good idea. Moltres is actually very sick, actually, now that I think about it. All right, so they're gonna be able to ramp into 1 energy with Entei. All right, well, there's a second Misty. Let's put an energy on. Let's put Misty on Dondozo, because I think Dondozo is going to be overall much more powerful. Ooh, look at that! Oh wow, that is sick. That was a lot of energy. All right, let's put an energy on Suicune, and then I guess we bench the other Suicune, because Suicune technically deals more damage than Palkia. The reason why we play with Origin form Palkia is in the event that we aren't able to like get, you know, in the event that we're not able to get through something like Oricorio, at least we'll have a couple of basics to get through them. But this looks really promising. We got 4 cards in our deck. We've pretty much drawn like everything in our deck. Oh, they run Flareon too. Interesting. I was not expecting Flareon. Alright, that doesn't really matter too much. But the fact that they benched an Eevee means that it's still going to deal 100 damage. I think I'm going to put the Misty on this Origin form Palkia. Although, I think you could also make a case that it should go on the Suicune. But no, actually, the goal here is the Misty on Palkia and then put energy on Suicune. That way, you have a very good shot at, just being able to attack with any one of them. All right, they're gonna go off here. Oh, only one energy. Cool. Okay, so they're planning on having a really good turn here. Let's use. I don't think this Pokeball is gonna do anything. Oh, it is. Wow, that's pretty funny. Let's use Misty on Origin Form Palkia. Ooh, look at this. We got some acceleration at least. And then let's put an energy on the other Suicune. And then let's attack. Alright, so let's take a look at what this card does. 60 more damage. So it's going to deal 120 damage to us. Which is fine, because we've already gotten 2 points from them. It would be nice if we could use, like, Dondozo or something. I don't think we really need anything else. We got one card in hand. So what we can do is if they attack us, we can switch into Dondozo and then just deal like 100 damage to Entei and 10 damage to Flareon. That seems really sick, actually. If only there were like a card that lets you like pull something out. Sorry, that lets you like return a water type to your hand. That would be cool too. All right, well, we've got 7 cards. We got our last card here. Let's go ahead and switch. Let's switch out Suicune, because Dondozo actually does more damage. And if we lose Dondozo, it's only 1 point, not 2. Put an energy here, and then... Oh, why can't we use... Did we already use Did we already use a trainer? I guess not, huh? I thought Why couldn't we use Arita? That was really weird. I thought we would be able to use Arita for some reason. All right, well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna bring out Suicune, and we'll be able to win no matter what. My question is, Arita says each of your Pokemon has any water energy attached. Oh, so Suicune doesn't have any energy attached. That's why it doesn't heal. That makes sense. Well, Dondozo is really good. Moltres. All right. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. I mean, Entei will one-hit shot the Dondozo, but we have like way more stuff going on here. I mean, the way to win here is to bring out Suicune, and then we just win. Yeah, so I think that's GG. So let's bring out the Suicune, and that's going to be GG, I think. With Suicune, you can draw your entire deck pretty easily. So let's just attack here. And that's going to be a GG. So I'd say overall this deck is pretty powerful. I don't run any evolutions because I don't really want to have like, bad hands where I need to like figure out how to set up everything. This is a pretty decent setup, I think, and I'm going to try this deck again in the future. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and comment down below. Share my channel. I upload videos every day, so if you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.